Yo, what is up, Trucker Hood fam? Before we get into this, I'm just gonna give everybody fair warning about what I'm about to say in this video, because I'm going on a little bit of a rant because something has bothered me, and it irritated me enough that I had to contemplate for days if I'm gonna do this video. And I just kept, every single day it was like I didn't want to make a video until I made this video. I was going to quit making videos if I didn't make this video, because I knew what I wanted to say, and I would have felt like I wasn't standing on business if I didn't say it. But I just had to, because it just bothered me that much. So let's get into the reason why it bothered me before we even get into it. The reason why it bothered me, man, is because when I first got into trucking, and I remember my first day in orientation, and we got this lady that came up and pretty much like gave us a speech. And in this speech, the very first rule of trucking that she gave us was trying to humiliate another driver will not be tolerated at all. Trying to humiliate anybody within trucking, whether it's the guy at the pump, whether it's the guy working behind the counter, whether it's the shipper, whether it's another truck driver having a bad day, a veteran driver just got in an accident, maybe this one guy he's still struggling in the back, whatever it may be, whatever the case may be, trying to humiliate another driver would not be tolerated, or just humiliating anyone within the trucking space in general will not be tolerated, because in this industry we all gotta work together in order to feed our families. If truckers are humiliating other truckers, everyone looks at us as if we're not worth the money that we're paid. If we're humiliating the truck stop, then the truck stop starts thinking it's not worth being a truck stop and providing these amenities to people who don't appreciate it. So all it does every single time we do it is just put a bad taste in the mouth of others that have no clue what it's like to be out here. So it was something that stuck with me. Like, if I see a driver struggling, I'm not gonna sit here and record and watch this man struggling when I could get out and help. If I see a driver that just got in an accident, he already having a terrible day, why do you think he need to be on Facebook? Why do you think he wanted, I get it. Some people are just out for views. It's just, I need the views because I guess I feel like somebody if I get the views. I don't know. But even with this YouTube channel, I can care less about the views. It's just, I started it because I wanted to help. That's it. But yeah, I just wanted to give everybody fair warning with this. I'm going on a little rant, and it really upset me that somebody was trying to humiliate somebody else in this space that was actually out here to help us. We wanted to bring something good for us, and to find an opportunity to try to humiliate somebody like that, a kind-hearted person like that, it just, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't know, it bothered me. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Trucker Hood fam. Well, we back, man. And let me just start off by saying this. I was gonna title this video, I didn't know what I was gonna talk about, but I know there's a couple things that I really did want to talk about, but I wasn't exactly sure how it was gonna come off, how people were gonna feel about it. But I just felt it wouldn't be me if I wasn't gonna be real. A couple things that happened over the past couple days, and one of them touched me in a way. This is what I really wanted to make a video, and it touched me in a way that it made me almost not talk about it, because some people might not like what I got to say about it, but we here. So you guys know I did that video on Truckers Paradise. Unfortunately, Truckers Paradise is now closed. It shut down. It didn't work out for him. Mr. Dean, I felt for him, because I know what it takes to take a risk and get out here and, put all of your, everybody would call me now, but I know what it takes to take a risk and get out here to try to start something. And, maybe it may be something that benefits you, but his vision, I seen it. It wasn't about him. He was doing it for the truckers. And, of course he wanted it to be lucrative, but you seen the passion was for the truckers. When I met him and I sat down, I spoke with him, and, it was genuine. You felt it. He looked me in my eye, he shook my hand, he talked to me like I was human, like he respected what truckers do. And it's rare that you run into people like that. And for it to fail, it was devastating for me. It was heartbreaking for me, to see him. But jeez, my phone's going crazy. I apologize, y'all. I just propped the camera and said I'm gonna go ahead and say what I gotta say before I don't say it at all. But there were some YouTubers that decided it was a good opportunity for views to broadcast his humiliation. And that was the most sucker thing I've ever could have seen. It made me so, I don't know, that feeling inside. I felt as though they lucky Mr. Dean didn't do something to him. They was on his property. So, and I felt as though it was so disrespectful to do that, because he genuinely did this for the truckers. Not only did he do this for the truckers, he invested so much. I'm quite sure he borrowed so much and got so many loans. He's probably going to be hurt financially from this for a long time. And there was like a rumor, I guess it wasn't really like a rumor, I guess it was on the news that, some of the employees there weren't being paid. And there was a couple employees that were working still, even though they weren't getting paid, because they believed in what Mr. Dean was trying to put together. And even though it didn't work, I respect those workers that did stay and ride it out. It's hard to find workers like that believe in the dream just as much as you do, and want to see you succeed and want to succeed with you. And with all that going on, and him, putting all that money together and trying to make it happen for the truckers, there was YouTubers that found it an opportunity for some views to go broadcast his humiliation. And then to see that, they there with the camera in his face. You could see in this man's face he was about to cry. Man, he was hurt. You could see that in his face, he was hurt. And some stuff, everything ain't, I don't know, it just, everything ain't for everything. It's just, I get it. You got a channel, you need views, I get it. Like, people want the money. I really can care less, about the views. I'm not trying to be famous here. I don't want to be the biggest YouTuber. I could care less. I just try to bring, positive energy, good information, and to trucking. That's really, what I care about in the long run. And watching that, man, it couldn't have been me. I say that. Let's put it that way. I couldn't have. Mr. Dean's too nice. He was way too nice. He sat there. He let him humiliate him, and for views, put the camera all in his face, question him, and all this old other, all this weird stuff. And he just a genuinely nice guy. You know, I'm nice to an extent. I wouldn't have been that nice. First of all, them cameras wouldn't have been in my face. But yeah, that was one thing that just had me like shook up. I don't know if Mr. Dean still check out the channel. I know he did. You know, watch it. I think he did subscribe. He probably after the way they were acting, he probably unsubscribed from all trucking channels because he probably thinks everyone is out to make him the laughing stock that his business didn't succeed. And Mr. Dean, I'm sorry that it didn't succeed if you are watching this. And you know, I hope that you bounce back from it times 10. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because it would just, I don't know what's wrong with people in today's society. It's like everything is a chance to go viral. Like even somebody's pain is a chance to go viral. You know what I mean? Is it? I don't know if we thought it was funny, or maybe we just like I don't know. And it's a part of business, man. I guess some people just don't know what it takes to start a business. Starting a business is going to be the roughest. It's going to be the roughest portion of your life trying to start a business. 90% of businesses fail within the first 5 years. They say so. He's really no different than anybody else trying to start a business. It's just a dog eat dog world out here, and not everybody makes it. But I respect those who try. I respect those who jump off the porch and say, I'm gonna give it a shot, win or lose. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna give it a shot. I could care less. If I fail, I'm gonna get back up and we're gonna do it again. We're gonna try something else. And yeah, I respect Mr. Dean for that. For the other people who thought it was an opportunity to like, let me go rack up the views off of his humiliation and his failure, that was just corny. Straight corny, man. And yeah, man, that's pretty much what I wanted to jump in for today. Man, I hope he bounces back. I'm sorry that it didn't work out. And yeah, that's my quick video today. I just had to rant about it because, man, the rage I had watching that, it was gross, man. It was just disrespectful. It was, I don't know, it was childish. And where I'm from, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have been, he wouldn't have walked out that, none of them would have walked out that parking lot. Not with no footage. But yeah, man, that's my quick video to this. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm going.
Okay.